epinephrine is a chemical, and your brain does not distinguish between doing things out of love or hate, anger or fear. So now let's talk about how we would translate all this scientific information into some protocols that you can actually apply, because I think that's what many of you are interested in. So I will say you should master your sleep schedule, and you should figure out how much sleep you need in order to achieve alertness when you sit down to learn. But once that's in place, the question then is, how do I access this alertness? Well, there are a number of ways. Some people use some pretty elaborate psychological gymnastics. They will tell people that they're going to do something and create some accountability. That could be really good. Or they'll post a picture of themselves online and they'll commit to learning a certain amount, losing a certain amount of weight or something like this. So they can use either shame-based practices to potentially embarrass themselves if they don't follow through. They'll write checks to organizations that they hate and insist that they'll cash them if they don't actually follow through. Or they'll do it out of love. You know, they'll decide that they're going to run a marathon or learn a language or something because of somebody they love, or they want to devote it to somebody. The truth is that from the standpoint of epinephrine and getting alert and activated, it doesn't really matter. Epinephrine is a chemical, and your brain does not distinguish between doing things out of love or hate, anger or fear. It really doesn't. All of those promote autonomic arousal and the release of epinephrine. So I think for most people, if you're feeling not motivated to make these changes, the key thing is to identify not just one, but probably a kit of reasons, several reasons as to why you would want to make this particular change. And being drawn toward a particular goal that you're excited about can be one. Also, being motivated to not be completely afraid, ashamed, or humiliated for not following through on a goal is another. Come up with 2 or 3 things, fear-based perhaps, love-based perhaps, or perhaps several of those, in order to ensure alertness, energy, and attention for the task.